Hello everyone, hope you all fine. Today I am again with you with the new exercise 6.3. Before going in the 6.3 exercise, class 9th, and the chapter name is lines and angles. So before going in this exercise, we have to understand some basic concepts like parallel line and the transversal line and some exterior angle, interior angle. This concept we have to understand. Now see what we have to, there are so many types of angles. You can see that the corresponding angle, alternate interior, alternate exterior angle, these angles. So I will explain you all these angles, and after that we will move to the next exercise. So see what are these angles. You can see that these are the parallel lines, and if the parallel line is intersected by any line, so this line is known as transversal line. Now you should understand the concept of the corresponding angle. Though you have studied in class 8th also, corresponding angle means if these two lines are parallel to each other, then the one side angle, like angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7 and angle 8, these are known as the corresponding angle. Or we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 4, angle 5 is equal to angle 6, and angle 7 is equal to angle 8. These all are corresponding angles. So these are known as corresponding angle, and these are equal to each other also. Now I will talk about the alternate interior angles. Now alternate interior angles, you can see that the zigzag angles, you can see that these are the zigzag angles, the 7 and 2 and 5 and 4, these are the alternate interior angle because these are lying inside. Now alternate exterior angle, you can see that angle 1 and angle 8, these are lying alternately and the exterior side. So these are alternate exterior angle, and these are also equal to each other. You can see that alternate interior angles and these are alternate exterior angles are these angles. Now the collinear angles, or you can say that the co-interior angles, we will talk about the co-interior angles, means angle 7 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree, and similarly angle 5 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. These are co-interior angles. So these are the co-interior angles. Now these are the vertically opposite angle. You can see that angle 3 and angle 5, angle 7 and angle 1, angle 8 and angle 2, angle 4 and 6. These are vertically opposite angles, and these are equal to each other. These are the basics which we will use in the exercise. See the first question of the exercise 6.2. In exercise 6.2, you can see this is the question, and you have to find out the value of x and y, and then after you have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. That means this line is parallel to this. We have to prove. First we have to find out the value of x and y. So you can see that the value of x and 50, you can see that these are the linear pair. So if we will add these two, the answer will be 180 degree, and the rest part I will explain in the solution. See, now see students, I have made the figure for this the question, and I have written the value. We have the x, we have to find out y, we have to, and then after we have to prove this. Now you can see that y is equal to 130 degree. Why? Because these are vertically opposite angle. Because you can see that these are vertically opposite angle. Now if we have to find out the value of x, how can we find out? You can see that, so you can see that we have to find out the value of x. You can see that I have cut this line because first I have written that angle x and angle y are alternate interior angle, but we cannot say they are alternate, but because we don't know that they are parallel, we have to prove that these lines are parallel. We are not knowing these are parallel, and you can use the alternate interior concept only when these two lines are parallel to each other. Now how can we find out the value of x? X plus 50 equal to 180 degree. Why? Because these are linear pair. Now see, angle x is equal to 180 minus 50 degree. That means angle x equal to 130 degree. Now you can see that value of y and the value of x both are equal to each other. So we can angle x equal to angle y. That is equal to 130 degree. So we can write that since the alternate interior angles are equal, therefore AB is parallel to CD. We can write that. Now you can see that this is the next question, question number 2. And in this question number 2, we have given that AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. That means these three lines are parallel to each other, and the value of the Y ratio Z is equal to 3:7. I told you in my earlier videos also, whenever the values are given in ratio, we have to assume in the 3A 7A form or 3x or 7x form. Now see how we will solve this question. First we will see that the value of Y and Z is given in ratio, so we will write let Y is equal to 3A and Z is equal to 7A. Now you can see that the X and these three lines are parallel to each other, then X and Z are equal to each other, because you can see that these are alternate interior angles, because AB is parallel to EF also. So angle X and angle Z are equal to each other, so we can write angle X is equal to angle Z. These are alternate interior angles. Now the value of X is equal to the value of Z is 7A, so it will be also 7. Now see that we can see that the value of X is 7A. Now what is the relation between the X and Y? You can see that these are the co-interior angle, and the sum of co-interior angle is equal to 180 degree. Hence the value of angle X plus angle Y is equal to 180 degree. So these are co-interior angles. So these are co-interior angles. X plus Y is equal to 180 degree. You can see that these are co-interior angles. Now the value of angle X is equal to 7A and the value of Y is equal to 3A. If we will add these 180, then A is equal to 18 degree. But we have find out the value of X, and the value of X is 7A. 7A, that means 7 into 18 is equal to 126 degree is the answer of this question. Now this is the next question, question number 3. You can see that what we have given. We have given these AB and CD are parallel to each other, and EF is perpendicular to this. That means this angle is 90 degree. And we have to, and one more angle we have given, GED. GED, that means this one angle. That means this angle we have given, GDE, is given 126, and we have to find out these all the angles. So see how we will solve this. Now you can see that we have given, I have made the figure for that also. We have given that these two lines are parallel to each other and this is perpendicular. Now GED, that means this whole angle is given 126 degree we have given in the question. Now we have to find out the value of AGE. AGE, that means this angle we need to find out. You can see that AGE and GED, these both are alternate interior angles. So we can say that AGE is equal to angle GED. These are alternate interior angle, hence AGE is equal to 126 degree. The first part we have find out. Now see the second part. Now see that you have to find out the value of GEF. In GEF, this is the GEF. If you will see carefully, this is GEF. If you will add GEF and the 90 degree angle, this is 90 degree angle, you will find out 126 degree. So we can write angle GEF plus 90 degree equal to 126. Therefore angle GEF is equal to 126 minus 90 degree. So this the next part, and now the next part we will subtract it and we will find out 36 degree. Now see the next part, FGE. This we have to find out FGE. If you will see the figure closely, if you have to find out the value of FGE, that means this angle you have to find out. And if you will add this angle and this one angle, these two angles of these two angles will be 180 degree, because this is 126 we have already find out in the first part, you can see that. And if we will add these two angles, we will find out 180 degree, because these are linear pair. And so angle FGE plus AGE, the value of AGE we have find in the first part, 126 equal to 180 degree. Hence angle FGE is equal to 180 minus 126 degree, and we will subtract it. And the answer will be 54 degree. And this is the solution of this question. Now move to the next question. See the question number 4. In this question number 4, you have given that PQ, this line, is parallel to ST. Though you will think that these will not parallel to each other, but if you will increase PQ line, you will see that these two lines are parallel to each other. It is given in the question that these are parallel to each other. And the rest part you have given in the question, which is mentioned in the question, 110 and 130 degree. See how we will solve that. We have to find out the value of QRS. This angle we have to find out. See how we will solve it. So you can see that I have made the figure for that also. This is the figure, but there's some construction part you have to do. What construction you have to do? You can do the question with various methods. Some of the students just draw parallel line from R to the T here, and some are drawing a parallel line which is totally parallel to this and this, both the lines. But I will draw a line which is parallel to PQ and ST. This is a line and this is the construction part. We can say that the AB is parallel to PQ or ST because these are already parallel, hence this will parallel to both of the lines. I have done that. You can see that the draw AB which is parallel to PQ and which is parallel to this also, and we have to find out the value of QRS. This angle we have to find out. I have assumed this angle QRA and SRB as angle A and angle B. Now what we have to find out? If we have to find out the value of A, what you will do? A plus 110 degree is equal to 180 degree because these are co-interior angles. I will write here. And the value of A is equal to 180 minus 110. That means the value of A is 70 degrees. Similarly, we will find out the value of B also. Now you can see that the value of B, I have find out the value of B is 50 degree. Now how we will find out QRS? If we will add A plus angle QRS plus B is equal to 180 degree because AB is a line. So I have done for you. See that angle A plus angle QRS plus angle B is equal to 180 degree because AB is a line. This is a AB is a line. Now 70, the value of A we have find out. B we will find out we will add 70 plus 50, 120, and the value of QRS is equal to 180 minus 120. That means the value of QRS is equal to 60 degree. You can see that I have solved this question with one another method also, in which you will not draw the line AR. You will draw only RB line there. So you will say that angle B plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree because these are co-interior angle. Yes, you have done this in the previous method also. But you can see that if we will add angle B and angle QRS, this whole angle will be the alternate interior angle of 110 degrees. So we can say that angle B plus angle QRS is equal to 110 degree. These are alternate interior angle. Then the value of B is 50 degree, and you can find out this question with this method also. Thank you very much.